a photographer and I want to be able to document this journey, and yet I don't want to bring my big Nikon camera and the battery charger and the cables and the laptop and all the stuff that goes with it. And so I've tried to go as light and compact as I can, and these are a few things that I found online that I just want to pass on to you that might be helpful for you to use. So I'm shooting with my iPhone 8, and I found an app called Filmic Pro, and it shoots in 4K, 24 frames per second, so it has that beautiful cinematic look, and you have control over everything in it instead of just an iPhone shooting. So I have that on my phone I'll be shooting with. And then the lenses that I use are a brand called Sandmarc. And so I have a wide angle, a macro, and a fisheye. And they're quite heavy. They're, you know, substantial piece of glass. And they are really beautiful. It's amazing how good they look. So I'll be taking those. They just clip on the side of your phone. And for a tripod, I'm bringing one that it's actually holding the phone right now. It's called a JOBY grip-tight Gorillapod. So it has those little balls that you can wrap around anything, trees or whatever, and it can stay on a table. So I'll be using that. That's what the phone is on. And then I'm using right now a microphone called Smart Lav. It's a Rode Smart Lav. And I think it sounds pretty good. It's not the best, but it's also much better than just the phone. So I'll be bringing that. And for charging, because I'm going to be walking, you know, hours and hours and hours all day, and I needed something that will recharge my things. So what I came up with or heard about was, this is called a Savage 20,000 mAh. It's a rugged out XE, and it's quite substantial. It's over a pound, and it has a solar panel on top, so you can wear it on the outside of your backpack like this, and it'll be charging, but you can also charge two things at the same time, and multiple charges on one charge of this. So this is substantial, but it's going to help me through the time. One of the things that I also found a thing was ZHIYUN, and this is, I believe, out of China. It was $20. It comes with a stand. I'm not using this stand, but I bought it because it has a Bluetooth connector, so I can turn my phone on and off from wherever I am. So I bought it for this. Hopefully I won't lose it, but that's what I'm using for that. I'm also taking the charger for the Spanish plug-in. This is what it looks like, but I bought this one because it has 4 chargers on it. So whenever I get somewhere, plug it in and I can charge my things. And one of the last things that I have that is pretty cool is this. It's a gimbal. I believe it's called, I think you pronounce it ZHIYUN, and it's called a Smooth Q. It's a 3-axis stabilizer. And so you could put your phone on this, push the button, and it levels it. And then anywhere you go, it just keeps it really smooth. And also when you tap it 3 times, it turns and it does a selfie from it as well. It's just kind of it's kind of a drone look. It's real smooth, and so even though it's heavy and kind of bulky, I figured it would be worth to take. And it comes in this little kind of violin case to protect it, so I'm bringing that too. So to hold all of this and to be organized in my bag, I have compartmentalized things. I have my sleeping things, I have my winter jackets and layers and buffs and caps and sun hats in one bag, and then I have my clothes in a bag, and then I have all of these cables and chargers and all these pieces in one place. The way that I've done that is I went to a thrift store and I went to where their purses are, and I bought a bunch of things for like 25 cents, and I kind of made a Frankenstein bag. I kind of MacGyvered a bag. I sewed a bunch of things on here. It's not pretty, but each one has a purpose, and so I'll put all my things only in one place. You know, the microphone, the charger, the cables, and over here I have places for 2 other things. Everything has a specific purpose. On the inside I can hold the battery and the different things like that. So I just sewed those up. It's not pretty, but so practical. The other thing I did is my phone is my lifeline, even though I'm not going to be connected to the internet and, you know, connected to social media. It's going to get me from A to B and give me information. And so I sewed this little pocket. It's not pretty. It looks like a drunk sailor made it, but I put elastic on it to slide through the waist belt of my backpack, and it has a piece of Velcro, and so my phone just slips right in there. It's real thin, it's real hardy, and it's comfortable on my belt, so it'll always be hooked to my waist there. So that's what I'm doing, keeping it all together, and hopefully, cross your fingers, everything goes smooth. So I'll put the links to all of these down below here if you guys want to check them out. There's really cool things out there to go light. So that's what I'm using, and let's cross our fingers that everything goes well.